little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Coleman. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They will run again with Coleman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw is Ryan. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Instead of making them earn it on 4th, they jump and give them the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come up in an offset eye. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are in for 6. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Keenum to throw on second down. And this is Michael Floyd complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Keenum now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, here's Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Keenum to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now Keenum. Escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on second down is Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third and long, it's Keenum. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And now look at him go. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Fresh off the pick six. Here's Keenum. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Gone! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Diggs going in motion right. On play action. Now Keenum. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
On first down, Keenum. And Rudolph has it left side. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. 19 yards that time for number 19.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Here we go now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Diggs going in motion right. Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Keenum again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Keenum throwing once more. And that is incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
On 4th down, Keenum. It's brought in by Floyd. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Floyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he loses the football a second time. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, it's Keenum. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Keenum. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Keenum, gotta have this one. He's got Floyd out left. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 19 yards there on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Keenum to throw on second down. Going with a screen for Murray. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Vikings on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. The play clock's running down. Throwing on third down. Keenum got a man. It's right. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 44-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Now that's high now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Watch Leopard.
Back to the air on second down. It's Keenum. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Keenum. And that's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make it.
And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Brooks Reed in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Tuesday.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. On first down, Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So Sam Bradford forced to leave this ball game, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is knocked down from the side at the 19. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. And 10. Here's Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Slot man moves right. On first down, Keenum. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Keenum. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. Now a toss right, Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Falcons, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.
stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, bend it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be a broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be a VIP with a. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty, sorry.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Vikings are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Buccaneers, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
Now let's go. All right, now. Over.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds Humphreys. And some space here. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 more there and another 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go. Watch it now, Marty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Back over.
And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a big tight end shifting around. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. on the counter. Here's Bell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. All right, now.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They'll set up a throw out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Gone. Let's go. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry by Bell. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
All right, here we go. 3, 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now here's a carry heading left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, Leopard.
Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Let's go. Green, 3.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Dupree that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. After the penalty, it's Bell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Whoosh. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He'll drop to throw. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. The give is to Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 4 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Bucs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Buying time to his left. Able to power through. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Riley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 23 yards there. And that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll try the right side with Bell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're